It's go time for the Pelicans here at home. Here they are coming down the tunnel earlier in their finest attire. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. With the All-Star game approaching, Brent, there are plenty of deserving players, but as we know, there are only 12 coveted spots for each roster.
And Kevin, get ready for all the snub talk that we hear every year. It comes along like rain in spring. But if you could see the league expand the rosters maybe to 13, maybe even 15 players, maybe some of that would go away. Not all of it, but maybe some.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. The post tandem with a lot of length inside with Davis and Bryant. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's James in at the three, the small forward. And for the Pelicans, running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Murphy in at the four-man position.
I'm not sure there's a player in the game who sees the floor better than LeBron James.
Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's Beverly on the wing. Schroeder passes to Davis. LeBron James on the wing. The tray. Rebounded by McCollum. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues that they just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, their defense wasn't exactly solid in that game. So if they could make up for mistakes by causing some turnovers, it might have helped. They didn't even get those.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
And while it took Brandon Ingram some time, he has really turned into an incredible player.
Well, he's an amazing scorer. He's adding that ability to pass the ball and see the floor. So often you hear about players talking about the game slowing down. But for Ingram, it's getting to a snail's pace.
The shot's good from LeBron.
Years and years of practice, that jump shot still looking good from LeBron.
Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. Kicks it to McCollum. Back to Valanciunas. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. Valanciunas with a screen on Schroeder. From downtown. Jones, no luck.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Outside, Davis. That 3 off the mark. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Indiana.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
LeBron passes to Davis. Back to James. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 5.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Now here's Ingram. 26 points for him last game against Dallas. Fast break, here they come. Beverly wide open. Drains the three-pointer. Beverly's got his second bucket tonight.
And becoming more of a staple of his attack offensively. You give Beverly a look from deep, and he'll make it.
And stolen by James. And James throws it down.
just feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Beverley against Jones. And Beverley kicks to Davis. Schroeder outside on the wing. James. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. LeBron's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Lakers. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. And Los Angeles with some changes. So it's the Pelicans now, trailing by 10. Passes it to Marshall. Will it go? Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Now Westbrook. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Marshall with it, picked up by Brown. Now here's Marshall, guarded closely. Lock at 6. Three-pointer, Graham. He doesn't hit that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Westbrook passes to Gabriel. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Brown. He's guarded closely. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Patrick Beverley out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Davis. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's James in at the 3.
I like Hachimura on the inside, patience and capitalizing from that tight spot.
McCollum against Westbrook. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles Lakers get back down to 10 points after they get the bucket from McCollum.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run, applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jones against James. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And LeBron just turning it on and still making it look easy.
Pelicans trail by 14. They double-team McCollum. Here's Murphy. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
When he felt the double team coming, quickly located the open man.
And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Yeah, without the scoring they got from that second unit, that is not a game they would have won. They needed every one of those points that they got off the bench.
Here's Valanciunas.
We've seen some big-time blocks from LeBron James. Add that one to his reel.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Lakers. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Rui Hachimura. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Pelicans trail by 16. Ingram with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And James throws it down.
Just can't say enough about what LeBron James can do on the floor. That time with the handle, terrific at moving the defense around.
McCollum against Schroeder. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
Now, C.J. McCollum, really one of the more unique scorers in the league. And it has a lot to do with the peanut butter smoothness he has, handling the ball, being on great balance, and being one step ahead of the defense.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Marshall. And here's McCollum for 3. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. McCollum's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Alvarado. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's Murphy outside. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Nance sets a screen for McCollum. 11 feet away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Los Angeles leading by 17. 1:15 left in the second quarter. James dishes to Davis. Floats it up for James. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
LeBron gets behind the eyes of the defense for the highlight reel jam.
New Orleans gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Alvarado. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Bryant. The three from Davis. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The three, Marshall. LeBron with the block. There's the pass to Murphy. The three from McCollum. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Well, the arc just doesn't stop there at the top of the key. It's all open for McCollum, and the corner's another place where he can be devastating.
Pelicans trail by 19. Pass to Alvarado. New Orleans moving it around. And Murphy kicks to McCollum. Off target from outside. The drive by James. No good that time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, TB. This team's offense was clicking in the first half. Do you like what you're seeing?
Yeah, it's continuing to flow because we're getting stops on defense and it's leading to transition buckets and us working at our pace out there on the offensive end.
And that has been very good for your team in the first half. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show?
Yeah. Taking a look at the Pelicans, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
And circling back to the game at hand, guys, the deficit is looming large right now for the Pelicans.
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game plan. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass, but hey, not looking good out there.
That is more than enough of us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
McCollum and Jones are their guards. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Murphy in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Davis, the pass to LeBron. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Valanciunas with a screen on Schroeder to the inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
The good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Now here's LeBron, and he has 28 points for the game. And it's Davis missing.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
LeBron shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
McCollum with the ball, picked up by Bryant. A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Gabriel's checked in. And Rui Hachimura's subbed in for James. Outside, Davis. Buries it from three-point range. Davis has got 8.
Just rise and fire, aggressive from AD. His teammates and coaches want him to take those kind of shots.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Devontae Graham's checked in for New Orleans. Let's see the stat sheet here for Anthony Davis. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Hachimura, and he makes that one. Hachimura's got his second bucket of the night.
Hachimura just sticking with that play, smart not to back off because the defense puts a little elbow into him.
Outside, Jones passes to Valanciunas. Over Davis. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Valanciunas has got his 3rd basket of the night. Schroeder against Graham. Out to the right wing. Back to Schroeder. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Graham. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Hachimura. No good from Valanciunas.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Back to Davis. Kicks it out to Schroeder. To the middle. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvement, sir. It's good.
Once Graham spots the opening, he is off and running and trying to beat the defense down the court with his speed.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. 1:49 left here in the third quarter. Here's Hachimura, and he banks in the layup. Hachimura's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
In college at Gonzaga, Rui Hachimura was a finalist for the Player of the Year award.
And not bad company that year, Kevin, alongside Zion Williamson and Ja Morant. Probably one of the most talented fields for that award we've seen in a long time.
For 3, Toscano Anderson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Russell Westbrook. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
New Orleans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. Westbrook finds Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rebound by Marshall. For New Orleans, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And it's Alvarado missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Hachimura. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Hachimura's got 6 here in this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Shoots from the line, and it's Graham missing. And there's the pass to Hachimura. Here's Toscano Anderson. And he drops it in from the low post. Toscano Anderson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's Murphy. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Incomplete And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Troy Brown, also Christie out there. And it's Jones in at the center, filling out the middle. Pass to Gabriel. There's the drive. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Here's Lewis after the basket by the Lakers. Marshall can't hit. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Now, here's Marshall. Nance outside. He feeds it to Marshall, who is outside. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Marshall can't hit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Jones, the pass to Gabriel. Brown finds Jones. And the layup's good off the glass. Jones has got his first bucket of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Here's Christie. Sinks that one from the post.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lewis with the three. The offensive rebound. Here's Nance. Excellent D that time from Jones. LA has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Toscano Anderson for three. Drills the three-pointer.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Graham against Brown. Graham with the bucket.
Graham, whether he's contested or not, his focus is on the rim.
It's tipped. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Rumors continue to fly about possible league expansion. Brent, any cities you'd like to see join the league?
Oh man, there's a lot of great options out there, Kevin, but I would like to see the league go to 32 and have 16 in each conference. I think that would be great. And there's a city in the Pacific Northwest that deserves a team, and I think you know where I'm talking about. Seattle. Graham, when he's seeing all facets of the game, he can be really tough in these pick and roll sets.
Brown the pass to Gabriel. Back to Brown. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Some changes for the Lakers. Hachimura comes in for Damian Jones. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Christie. Now here's Graham. Nance a screen on Brown. Graham finds Nance. Basket counts.
Pretty good use of the screen and roll, as Larry Nance Jr. does a great job of slashing right after setting the screen.
Passes it to Hachimura. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his fourth assist in this one. Here's Graham. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. New Orleans moving it around. Shoots. Again, the Pelicans score.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out to be and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Here's Alvarado. And here is Graham. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Graham, not just a jump shooter, getting inside to find two.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Now here's Ingram, following the miss by Russell Westbrook.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Brown, good.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Now here's Hayes. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Graham missing.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ingram outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't eat home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, LeBron. You got after it on defense. You look motivated.
You know, I heard it all from, is this the last that we've seen of LeBron and the fashion that he plays, and then defensively, he's not very good defensively.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.